Welcome to the Bubba Army YouTube channel. Dan seems calm right now.
But what, dude? Yeah, what the heck happened?
Easy. Easy.
What?
Okay.
Vince Foster gifted 5 subs.
So just listen.
I'm trying to be calm, but
so we're getting ready to start the show. There's these rituals that people we don't even realize that we have these rituals, but we do. And one ritual is that I don't like you guys in here talking a lot. Like literally 2 minutes before the show, I hate it because it's something. It's not that I'm feeling left out or that I feel that you're talking about me, but chances are you are. But I feel like if it's in the studio, it's sacred, and people need to hear it. That's why, I just like, and we're going to lose the spontaneity of something potentially funny if you're pre-talking about something.
Totally understood.
Yeah, no pre-talking.
No pre-talking.
No, I always say save it for the show.
I walk in here, and Dan is like, somebody is to explain to Dan that he doesn't have the strap. And he's like, well, who's got the strap? And I'm like, let's just save it for the show, Dan. And he's like, okay. He literally can only go about 3 seconds before he has another outburst. So how do I lose the strap? And I didn't even play the game. I'm like, Dan, please, we'll open up the show with the big strap high spot, okay? And he'd be, all right, 3.5, 4 seconds. So who's got the strap right now? I'm like, Dan, shut up.
Lummy has it, right?
And then he goes like, Dan's like, Lummy's got it, right? And I'm like, no, Lummy isn't. He gifted like a pussy. Dan, so
is that what happened?
Yes.
First of all, how do I lose the belt without screwing up? That's number one. And number two, like I realized
you didn't screw up, but
you can still lose the belt without screwing up.
I know. I guess you can.
Not really. I mean, it's pretty much crap. You think about this: a boxer, he's got the strap, and then this guy, the commissioner of the boxing league, just comes in. Guy's just at the gym training. And it takes the strap from him, and you're like, I didn't even have a boxing match.
I think we're way more like WWE, where Vince just comes in and gives it to whoever he wants, no matter what.
Yeah, we're not sanctioned by anybody other than myself.
There's no commissions here,
right?
And you don't even have to do anything good. You just sometimes it's used as a mind screw.
Yeah. That or we said there's a new parameter where a person can just go ahead and gift the belt, and nobody ever thought that would actually be in play.
Because no one with a penis would ever give the belt away.
Right? No. Well, first of all, nobody with a brain would give
a brain.
And if you had a penis,
explains it.
If you had a penis, then you certainly wouldn't give it to a girl. Nonetheless.
Yeah.
If you had
not a girl.
If you had especially now listen.
Yeah, they got
since
cooties.
Lummy is not trying to sleep with Anna, then there's just no reason in the world that he'd ever give that bitch the belt.
Zero.
Ever. Now, I could see Lummy be like, I'm going to give the belt to Dan because Dan
saved a life or something.
I got attacked by a shark.
Trying to sleep with Dan.
I got attacked by a shark this weekend and took out half my quad, but Dan sewed it back up on Saturday afternoon. And so I like to give it to Dan. Or I like to give, hi, it's Lummy. I like to give the strap over to Blitz because Blitz is my friend. I like Blitz.
So in your contacts, when you say emergency, you can put Anna's number now instead of mine.
I don't think so.
So she can sew your ass up next time you get in the face.
I would have gifted it right back to you today.
No, but
not only did he gift it, he saluted me too.
And you saluted her?
Hold on.
First of all, how did Lummy get the belt?
So much has happened.
Dan, wait till you hear how Lummy got the belt first.
By the way, it's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, Monday, December 13th, 2021. Dan, you know that I'm very maniacal and manipulative. You know that.
I understand that. Right.
So,
an evil genius, if you will.
I mean, there's a modern-day mad scientist back here with a beaker.
If you had to guess the high spot Lummy might have done to get the belt, what would you say?
Yeah. I don't know. He read something correctly.
Okay.
Wrong.
Thanks, Dr. Dan.
You
can't read. Joke's on you.
Dan, let me see if I can give you an analogy that you might be able to understand as to why Lummy. And whose phone just went
mine.
Not mine.
Somebody did.
No, it's mine.
It was scrambling.
No, you can't yell at Blitz.
Well, you can't. See, that's another thing. Blitz just automatically, like if that was poor Lummy right now and his phone just went off, he would be getting beat. Blitz is just like, oh no. I mean, come on, Blitz. We got to start holding you accountable too, my friend.
Well, he'll shoot us if he gets me.
He will shoot us.
Script is getting out of the house.
You can only push a guy so hard.
Ammo's expensive, but I didn't get any ammo for the party.
Hold on, shut up. Don't get me squirreled. Isn't it bad? Isn't it bad when you work with a guy that you're really, truly afraid to really lay it out on him because the excuse is he'll shoot me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like that with the Alabama Slammer too.
Oh, I know. I think everyone thinks that.
And he knows all the rules and laws, so he can work around them just as he sees fit.
Yeah.
I was
like
standing
that.
my ground.
I'm not crazy. Like I don't bring my gun out and play with it and crap.
Yeah, but,
Yeah,
but you
polish
always,
it.
but you always have, but
Like,
you always got two on you. You know, I mean, you always have two on you,
Yeah, then
and
you
you're
can correct the
you're
rule.
Johnny
And you
Gun
never
guy.
see him.
Yeah,
I know that even makes you more Johnny Gun guy. Is when
Oh,
you
so
know,
if I took him off and just started waving him around, it'd be okay.
Yeah, then you're Yosemite Sam.
I'm gonna start bringing my AR and just have it around my neck. Just walk around with it around my neck.
Blitz, I gotta tell you, I got an anonymous complaint from
Yeah, you think?
from an employee that just says they know you got two guns on you, but when you come in with one around your shoulder, and we're doing
With a bandolier with bullets on it.
I always wanted one of those.
It's tough, buddy. Please, man. When I was in high school, if I could just get a C, that's all I was at trying to get. Because if you got a C, then they didn't kick you off the football team. You know, like if you were below
Oh, okay.
a C,
2.0.
yeah, 2.0 and below, you'd have to go like you'd miss a couple games. And so I was like just always trying to be.
Not
Did
on
the teachers,
academic
did the
probation.
teachers ever kind of help you out?
Oh yeah, you back when I was in school, you could become friends with your teachers, and then they just like I was friends with my boy Bob Turner. And Bob Turner was my environmental science class teacher, but he was also a football coach, and he was like one of the boys.
Oh, yeah, he wanted you to play.
So
like-
he'd shuffle you a B or A?
No,
every
so
time?
I'd get like I was doing D work, but getting B's.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Yeah.
helping that GPA, keeping you at
And
2.0.
then Bob Turner would tell me, "Hey Clem, what? If I set you alphabetical order, I'd see him. Remember football always started before the school did. Remember when football always
yeah,
started like,
summer. Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple weeks before summer.
but like the teacher would get their rosters.
Okay, yeah.
And they'd know who was in their class. Well, Bob Turner would come up to me my sophomore year and said, "Hey, I got you in environmental science third period." Oh, cool, coach. And Jill Bolesky's in there.
Oh.
And if I sit you this is how cool they were. He's like, if I sit you alphabetical order, which it's at that time it was the teacher's preference and how they sat you.
Right.
They would alphabetical order, boys, girls, like however.
They had discretion.
And alphabetical order was certainly probably one of the most used one. He's like, if I seat you alphabetical order, you'll sit right by her. I go, oh, coach, man, please go alphabetical order, buddy. He's like, okay, I got you.
Wait, because she was hot or because you could cheat off
No,
her?
but both,
Oh, okay.
but mostly because she was just so hot. But she let me cheat off of her too.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, I had no chance with her. She was like some senior when she was a junior. Like she dated up. Remember that in high school? Like you had to date up. Now you don't. Now you want to stay away from dating up. As you get older, you want to date down. Obviously, Blitz was way down. But I'm just saying, most of us guys like to be like a good -10. That's a solid number. A minus.
Well, it
10.
depends on the age.
That's
Your
what
What we're
age.
talking about.
No,
What
I'm
are
saying
you got for them?
a minus. Listen,
Minus
You don't want to
35.
be 20 and dating
Hold on.
Go minus 35.
Hold on. Hold on. The biggest I've ever been is -16. Dan, what is yours?
Yes, Dan, how old am I?
30.
You're minus 30?
19. 19, we'll say.
No, we're not saying
Well,
nothing.
no,
We wanna know the
Ramina's
truth.
19 years younger than me.
30? I'm only 19 years younger than you, Dan.
So, yeah, mine's 16. Blitz, what's yours? Like, and that's your specialty, so to speak. Like,
No,
that's
it's not.
Yes, it
Specialty,
is.
what's it, 25?
That's
Yeah,
what
you're an expert.
That's what you're into. Like, I mean,
Don't
how
put
many?
that on me.
Hold on, I'm gonna put it on you because everybody right now will testify that any time it'd be like, look at these girls, man. They're 18. Who's the first person? If there was a survey and everybody was to be honest, like which one of us guys like young chicks? Really?
Yeah, who
Really?
doesn't like young chicks?
I know,
Come
but
on.
who's got the over the top, reputation for liking really young chicks? Lummy, you gonna lie or you gonna tell the
Blitz.
truth? Huh?
Blitz.
Jesus, you gonna lie or tell the truth?
He's 19.
Well, he knows.
He still knows the answer.
He knows Blitz is looking
He's getting
at
back in here.
Ace's friends.
Younger for sure.
Yeah, I know. Who's the guy around here who's got the reputation of liking young chicks?
Blitz.
Yeah, exactly. Dan
Blitz.
and Anna. I know that
Oh, Blitz.
one of the problems you and Blitz have is that you're too old.
Right.
She
That's the main
aged out.
problem.
I know.
She
That's,
aged out.
that's the age you aged out.
I know.
So, but I mean, a good -10 is a nice pimp number.
Right. It's a good solid number.
Not everybody's as solid as Dan and can go minus 19. But
Why not?
But you certainly, as you get older, don't want to go older.
No way.
Yeah, I'm just
Plus
saying.
15.
Yeah, who's those suckers?
No kidding.
Unless they're getting money.
And yeah.
They're marrying
And
up.
look, you can go older if she's paying you or she's
Right.
paying the bills.
Yeah, you go up 15 if you
And
were getting paid.
And
right?
you can go up if it's just straight blasting and it's just sex. Like you can go up. Like
How
there-
much, though?
How far?
Oh, I'd say 15.
What?
What's the highest
Really?
you've-
For
what's the-
for
Seven?
That's
just a
blasting a 70-year-old, Bubba.
Oh, no,
You're
I
gonna
can't do
blast
that.
a 70-year-old?
That's
You
what I'm
didn't do the
No.
math, did you?
Dan, I wasn't thinking.
He's 109. He doesn't do math.
Dan,
Special class.
Dan.
70-year-old.
No,
Group two,
I didn't mean that.
two.
I meant
Spit her teeth out, put it in a cup.
I mean, that's
with,
hot.
with me.
Diaper.
I gotta say plus 10
Getting hotter.
max.
What's the highest you've gone?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, when I
Blast
blasted
his
Ellie,
landlord.
Ellie in Chicago,
Oh, she.
I was
Gross.
22 and she was 54.
Oh, my
Oh.
God.
Hell
Plus
yeah.
30?
But god dang, when you're 22 and you're with a 54-year-old coog.
Did you call her mommy?
No, I didn't call her mommy. But
He did
she
breastfeed.
tore me up. I'll tell you what she did do.
What?
She, got some old school Vaseline out,
Okay.
Oh, really?
and she really worked the deal. Now hold
That's
on.
nice.
Now, hold on. I mean, she got old school Vaseline, and did Stretch Armstrong on it, like yanked it down and
Oh,
everything.
nice.
Like really knew her way around that area.
Yeah,
and
but were
then
you
hold
greasy
on.
for 24 hours?
No, Dan, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't know if because she grew up on castor oil or what, but she went and gave me oral
Oh.
with the Vaseline on it.
Oh, she had chapped lips.
Not anymore.
She was a puma.
She was a World War II vet.
And
She was
so
on the
they did
Titanic.
it.
She was a Titanic survivor.
And it was so cool because she lived in the high rise that I did, and she worked in the high rise office.
Oh, how
like she was,
handy.
the high rise. I lived in McClurg Court. You guys can MCCLURG Court at off of off of McClurg Court. It was like 631 McClurg Court, and they had two towers. I was in Tower A, and she was in Tower B. I was like on the 23rd floor.
Could you see her across with
No,
through the
I
window?
couldn't see her because she was on the other tower. But she would call me and be like, "Hey, you want to come over?" And "want to come over" was just literally when I walked in, she was already nude. Like
Nice.
that's wanting to come over. And
Was it
literally,
on Ontario Street?
yes. And I would never even have to leave the building.
Was she cute?
Yes, for 53, very. She's probably dead though now. If you think about it, that was in 19.
Yeah, from natural causes.
That was in
Yeah, rest in peace.
1989.
The old
That was
bitch.
1989, and in 1989 she was 54.
So she's probably 86 now.
Whoa.
Ew.
That's
You should go back for some old times,
I get
Bubba.
some more.
Hey, the only way I'd go back is if her dad gave her a McClurg Court or something. Like I just think she was an old office bitch. I don't think she owned it or nothing.
Well, she's a real old office bitch now.
I wonder if she's still alive. Maybe you guys can talk to each other on Facebook.
Come
Shut
down
up,
with some
Dan.
Vaseline.
Trying so hard with that, trying to get that strap. Blitz, do you have a picture of McClurg Court?
I just sent you one. Just
Oh
now.
yeah, this is where I lived. I thought I was
I
thought I was the man. This is when I first started making some money. And well, that's the parking garage of it.
Well, if you look, like, spin around and look around.
She's probably friends with your mom on Facebook.
My mom never knew about Ellie. No, but Ellie was like a 10-timer. Like I mean, like
You just use your mouse and click around.
We mean
Just
by
drag-
like a
drag.
10 timer.
Yeah,
I understand that.
text
there's I think there's
10
McClurg Court
Oh,
right there.
I understand.
That's where I lived, right
That's-
there.
Oh, wow.
That's nice for the
That
80s.
Yeah, I saw the inside
awesome.
of it. It's real nice.
Oh yeah, this is where I lived. For real, I lived like about right here, and I could see out to Lake Michigan.
That's cool.
And she lived in another tower, and all I had to do is come down here, go over there, beep beep, and then back up to the other
so
tower.
convenient.
Yeah, that's
Is that a good ass pad for you in Chicago?
yeah, but not really. Not really. Most of the suburb chicks were afraid to come into the city. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really? It was a little scary back then?
Yeah, yeah,
You had to just bang the city chicks?
Yeah, and the city chicks were just, well, I don't even know if I can talk about what most women running around downtown Chicago look like.
Oh, okay.
We have a shopping
I've
cart
seen the
in
news
Nevada?
articles.
Not ones that I was attracted to, nonetheless. But Ellie was So I guess in my age, I don't know. I can't go. I guess my plus number right now would be like 5 max.
My plus number's -20.
Yeah.
Dan, let's say this, okay? Let's just make believe.
Okay.
You and Romina, like, get a divorce or whatever, like 5-6 years from now,
Right.
after the kids are gone. And
The brakes fail on the Escalade.
I don't wish this. I don't want her to think that I wish this because I want nothing more than you to grow old
To
with
be
your.
together forever,
Yes.
like we said
Yes.
on our wedding day.
Yes, I'd like that. But, things happen. And you get divorced, and all of a sudden, Dan, like this 65-year-old super hot coug who is married to a guy,
Bo Derek.
Well, now, hold on. I got to throw in she's super rich and she's super hot because she was dating she was married to one of the J-Bill guys or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She has a ton of money and she's paying you. She'll say, Dan, if you're my sugar daddy or my sugar baby.
Yeah, I'd be the baby.
If you're my sugar baby, I'll buy you a Ferrari of your choice once a year. But you got to come over here once a week and just give me, blast the hell out of me.
Just once a week?
And you got to take me out to dinner once a month.
In public.
In public, Ocean Prime, me and you,
She's paying, though.
Well, yeah, of course.
You have to like hold hands and stuff.
Once a month dinner, public dinner, and once a week a blasting. A blast, 4 blasts in a month and 1 dinner, and she'll buy you a brand new Ferrari.
That's all you get though?
Well, I'm sure if you needed some spending money, she could get you some of that too. But you're a doctor and a lawyer.
Does she look like Bo Derek at 65?
Because Bo Derek looked pretty good at 65.
I think
she does.
I think if,
Still is.
I think if you're a
Pretty.
guy that still got Bo Derek at 65, you don't let her go. Like you hang on to her.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, I don't know. Hold on, Danny. Yeah, this is exactly what you got right here. This is exactly what you got, Danny.
Is that Bo Derek at
Yeah.
65?
Yep.
I don't know if I
Be
could see
careful what
Dr.
you
Dan
wish
with
for.
her.
Be careful what you wish for, bitch.
But that's better than most 65-year-olds.
All right.
So.
Oh, yeah.
So Dan, this woman right here, you have to go blast her once a week, and she's gonna buy. Now, what's a really nice Ferrari cost? Is there ones that are more expensive than yours?
There's a few, yes. I mean, some of them are a couple $1 million.
All right, but she gives you a $750,000
Right.
a year allowance for your car,
Okay.
and then anything less of that you keep as cash.
Right.
So, like if you'd buy a $500,000 one, you put $250 in your pocket in a brand new car,
Gotcha.
and you own it. Like she signs the title over to you,
I'm there.
and then would you do it?
In that situation, yes.
And you have to give her services, Botox,
It's Bo Derek. It's just like, I remember when.
No, Dan, it's
I
not Bo Derek.
no,
it's
it's
a
a
girl
lady
that looks like
her.
Bo Derek. It's
Oh.
not Bo Derek. You can't go and tell me and Jimmy Clevis that you're blasting Bo Derek.
Come on, I didn't blast Bo Derek.
No, you're blasting a chick that's as old as Bo Derek and is held up as well as Bo Derek. But it's not the Bo Derek.
Okay.
But it's some old, like I said, it's some old bag that lives in Carrollwood that's a multi-zillionaire now because she divorced her husband that invented J-Bill. And she wants a nice little 55-year-old hot stud like you, little Italian sausage.
And not just blasting, too. You got to give her is oral.
I'm running.
Away or
running
two?
away. I'm
Are
running
you
away.
serious, Dan?
Yeah, I'm running away. Sorry.
A free Ferrari.
Sorry. Don't need it.
He's already has one. That's
Got
the
it.
thing. Yeah, he already has
Don't
one.
need
So
it.
who cares to him?
I'm going -30.
Did you guys
30
remember?
by 30.
Did everybody remember that we have employee evaluations today?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did everybody take it seriously and fill it out?
Yeah.
Or is everybody just going to wing it? Let's just be honest. If I was
Everyone's going to wing it.
If I was to say, show me your pieces of paper where you wrote down your employee evaluations, if I asked you, can I see them? What would I see? Blankness?
Dan's asking for a copy right now.
There's mine.
Lummy, look at you.
Mine's 2 pages.
Look at you, Anna. Let's see yours.
Oh, it's hard to reach because I have the strap.
All right. Well, nonetheless,
What did I tell you this morning, Bubba?
nonetheless, let's see it. Let's see your much you've prepared for this. Lummy, I'm very impressed with yours.
Thank you, sir.
Blitz, do you have yours?
Not with me, no.
Right, which means you don't have it at all if you've not done it. So only one that's really been able to produce one so far is Lummy.
Tyler has one. He just sees me. He has
Tyler,
one.
do you have one?
Yeah, he does.
And it written out and everything?
He's on the mic.
I'm sorry, you there?
Yes, mine's been done for like 2 weeks.
And it's written down?
Yes.
You have words?
Yes.
Hand it over to Blitz.
You have words.
Hand it over to Blitz so he can show the camera
Just
if you
pictures,
could, please.
doodles.
Smiley faces and frown faces.
Yeah.
Picture of sprint
Seagulls.
cars. Like, Daddy, Okay, all right. And Lummy, you have 2 pages?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
And Anna, what do you got?
What you got?
What you got?
You really don't have anything,
Oh, I got it.
do you?
It's right here.
Is it? It looks. I can tell.
Want me to zoom in on it?
Tyler and Lummy had theirs lickety split ready to go, and yeah, zoom in on hers if you could, please. If you could,
Keeps getting
please.
farther away. I don't know.
Anna, just put it right to the camera, please, or I'm gonna go down there and look at it. I feel like
She'll
I'm a
get a
teacher.
belt
I
strippage.
feel like I'm a teacher. Anna, can you bring it up to the teacher, please? Bring it up. Bring it up.
I didn't fill it out.
Didn't do anything. You and Blitz and Dan didn't have a. I don't think Dan.
Don't give me the sheet.
I don't think Dan.
He wasn't here. For the
right.
copy.
So
of it,
Dan kind of has a pass,
which we'll get you a copy from Anna's.
And I'll fill it out.
and Anna, you didn't. Just when you're starting to really get over, you didn't even. And this was like a big. We've been saying this is a red letter day. We're gonna do employee evaluations on Tuesday. I mean, we had, I think, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, at least 3 weeks heads up on this.
At least 2. It's just a big FU to you, Bubba. You know, it's just her not doing it like that. It's just like, Bubba doesn't matter in my life.
Kind of like this is a major programming thing that we're gonna do. This is a major content creator, and you and Blitz didn't do it. Like why? I'm just asking why.
I forgot.
Blitz, what's your reasoning?
I don't have a good one.
Dan, I mean, what would you do if you were me, Dan?
Oh,
Dan didn't do it either.
If I didn't have a hand, no one gave it to me.
But you knew about it. You
But
could
I
ask
knew about
for
it.
it.
I
I'm
knew
asking.
about it.
I'm
I should
asking
have asked
Dan.
for it, and
I'm
I'm sorry.
asking Dan as a friend and as a guy who runs a business as well. I'm not asking him as a co-host of the show. I'm asking him as a guy that has employees that he has to deal with various stuff. What would you be feeling right now if you were me, and what would you do about it?
Well, I would have done what you've done so far is exactly what I would have done. I would have stripped the belt from Anna and given it to Lummy because that was an immediate, obvious, correct decision, I think. And then I just told Blitz I was really disappointed in him.
I am. It's just like
So disappointed in you.
I mean, I know you need to walk 10 miles on Sunday, but you could have put forth a little effort. I mean,
He puts a lot of effort in. Blitz
I know,
does
he-
1,000 things a
he
day.
does.
He doesn't even really document. I mean, he
Hold
kills
on.
himself.
He does, but he knows how important this was to me. I also pay him well, and I also give him bonuses.
Lummy
and
brings up a good point. Can we see yours?
I am the guy that's doing the evaluation.
I know, but you said you were going to do it.
Oh, you were supposed to fill one out too, Bubba?
No,
Yeah, and Lummy messaged me and said, "Where's Bubba's at?"
Lummy, did you just say that?
Oh, squirrel.
Did you? Hold on.
He was just reminding me.
Did you just say? Did you just message that to him?
I was
No,
just.
hold on. It's a yes or a goddamn no.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Hold on.
He thought
Hold on.
thought you were going to face everyone by showing him your completed one.
Hold on. Don't get me squirreled. I'm not an employee. It's an employee evaluation. I'm not an employee. I'm corporate. I'm the boss. I don't play that card. But come on now. We'll do it tomorrow. Well, I guess we can't do it tomorrow because Dan's not going to be here.
Well,
So I don't even know that we
I'll
can
have
do
mine
it.
filled out in 8
Yeah,
minutes.
because originally we were going to do it on the 17th, but then we moved it because Dan was going to be here.
Yeah, again, we moved it though, and everybody knew we
No,
moved it
I know.
today.
I could do it
Tired
during
of
the
the
break.
excuses. I'm tired of the excuses. Tired of the excuses. I don't think you can do it during the break and really, really think about it and really, 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 really put some great thought into it. You can put about 5 minutes and 50 seconds into each subsection. We won't even do it. We'll just not do it, or just maybe do it for the team. You know what? I'm just going to do it for the two people that decided to do it. I'm not going to do one for Blitz, and I'm not going to do one for Anna.
We won't be judged on our answers that hard, will we?
What do you mean?
Oh, you'll be
It's an
judged.
evaluation.
It's a self-evaluation.
Well, because no, you have like, what could Bubba do better, or like, like if our answers. I'm just saying we won't get in trouble for our answers, will we?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what your
Well, now I'm
answers
nervous
are.
now that it's
If
going
you're
to
like
be in
Bubba's
Tyler.
a big fat ass and
No,
I hate
no,
him,
not
and
at all.
the reason he could get better is if he just shot himself in the face and I didn't have to come to work the next day. I mean, I don't know what your answer is.
No. I just meant like because it's now only me and Tyler. Now I'm really nervous that I'm gonna. Well, of course I'm gonna sound dumb, but at least there's gonna be someone else that might sound dumb too.
You know he ain't gonna sound dumb. I'm his dad.
I know. Oh,
Don't make any adjustments, Lummy.
I'm not. I'm
And Anna and Blitz, I for real, like I'm not real happy. Like
I know.
it's not cool.
I'm sorry.
Like it's really not cool. Like we have a business here. This is a business. We're creating content. We pre-sell and tease what we got going on, and then if we don't do it, then it just makes us look like we don't care. And that's what it looks like. You two don't care. And if you two don't care, then leave. Like if you don't want to be here and you don't want to participate on things that I've created and you think it's stupid or it's not worth your time or you don't have time to do it, then why are you working with me? Like, why are we even trying to do this? I mean, it comes to a point where I can be Johnny Nice Guy so long, and then it comes to a point where I take it personally. I mean, I do pay you. And you are in radio, and you have a hell of an opportunity in front of you. Or if you think that this job sucks and you could do better on your own or working at another radio station, if you'd like to stay in this business, go try to find something that's better than this. Or if you don't want to even be in this business, then go find what you go be a waitress or an IT guy or whatever. But if you're going to work for me, I don't ask a lot. I'm very lenient. I think it's a super cool environment. But, don't make me look stupid. That's when I get most mad is when you guys make me look stupid and I should do something, but I don't. Then when I don't do something, this is what happens. People continue to just not do things because there are no repercussions for not doing things.
Can I make a suggestion?
I would love a lifeline right now.
If you zip tie them together for 6 hours.
No,
Just like hand to hand, like handcuffs, like they were attached to each other for like 6 hours and had to deal with each other.
No, it's not even a stunt. Like it's not even a stunt type of deal. It's more towards a I'm just disappointed and I'm taking it personal because I think that it's a reflection on how much you care or don't care. And I think that, quite frankly, most people don't really even grasp of the opportunity that we all collectively have and how lucky we are to be able to be self-sufficient in our own little fishbowl of a world. Most radio personalities that get kicked out of radio, as hard as I got kicked out, don't have an opportunity to have the distribution methods that we do. From owning our own content to having our own studios to, whatever. To not having to work for corporate, to be able to do our own thing. Most radio personalities could not, make $30,000 or $35,000 a year and be able to have payroll and rent and insurance and payroll tax and social, power and light. I mean, that's what it takes to run this business. And I don't know of any other radio personalities that could generate that type of income other than what we are doing. So there you go. I mean, I've said my piece. I hope you know that I'm mad. This isn't shtick. I'm mad. Do you blame me for being mad?
No.
Like Anna, I guess if we were going to do an employee evaluation, evaluate what you think I should be thinking right now.
Oh,
on your lack of caring and not getting something that I asked, and with a fair amount of time.
Your feelings about this are valid. I feel bad. It wasn't intentional. I really did just forget. I don't have an excuse, but that's the reason why. It wasn't intentional. And I'm sorry.
And Blitz,
you.
I mean, I know you got a million things going on, but You and I have a daily meeting, and that's our dynamic. And you know, those are your responsibilities, and that's why you make what you make, and the bonuses that you get, and you do the most amount of work. But you know, I do my best to compensate you.
I know you do.
And when this just the dynamic that you and I have anyway is geared towards you being kind of a dick, but this is really kind of like a dick move.
It wasn't intentional.
And more importantly, I just want you two to understand what it makes me feel like and look like to our listeners. And that's what I'm most mad about. I have an ego. I don't want to look like a bitch boy. But I'm in a slippery slope too. I can't really punish you because the show needs you. And automatically, if I do some type of suspension or something like that, then 50% of chat in our world hates me. And I'm too heavy-handed and blah, 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 blah. And you can't do good radio. All you do is mess with people. You know, I don't come in here trying to be mad at anybody. Just organically, things that we've talked about kind of gets me in that demeanor. So I don't know. I mean, Dan, you're really the only person I can turn to because you're the only guy that has to manage people. Like this is a business.
I think you've made your point very clearly. I don't think that Blitz, was trying to purposefully blow it off. And Anna had her belt to prepare for.
You're not being fair.
Why?
Because you're skewing towards Blitz. You're kissing Blitz's ass.
Blitz had, well, first of all,
you're trying to get a little jib in on her.
I was making a joke about Anna, but seriously, all kidding aside though, Bubba, Blitz does more than any of us combined. All of us combined, except for you, to make this show go forward. So I understand him being overwhelmed.
Agreed. I absolutely agree.
I come in here part time, and so I don't, I give you what I can give you, but I don't have that kind of, work package for you.
This isn't about you.
I understand that, but I'm
just asking you to give me your opinion on the two people I'm trying to manage, and now you're making it about you.
But what I'm saying is,
now you're pissing me off.
What I'm saying, Bubba, is that when I have an employee that's critical to me, it's a different guidelines that I deal with than someone that's not as critical.
You're going to try to tell me that I don't treat Blitz with kid gloves around here?
I understand that, and I think I think it's warranted because he does do so much.
I trust me. I know the pecking order of people that work here and their and how valuable, and Blitz is at the very top.
And when my top people, make a mistake or don't do something, it's very, very difficult for me to deal with it because I don't know how to deal with it. It's very difficult to deal with those
Jennifer.
things.
Blitz is your Jennifer.
Right.
And if Jennifer kind of did an FU type deal to you, you'd be a little bit spun out too because you're like, that's my number 2 guy.
Right. Something slipped by her over the last couple of weeks that I found yesterday, and it was really between her and Katie. And I was like, God, how do I get mad at these people? Because Katie's critical, Jennifer's even more critical, and it's really difficult because you want them to understand that you're frustrated. Please don't keep doing this, but I don't want to be in a situation where I'm mad at you because you're important to me and we're a team. And when there's discourse and strife, it's counterproductive.
Well, that's not the Dan I see at the office.
Well,
I can't see at the office is a real dick.
Well, I'm a dick to some people, but you can't be a dick to your sergeant, your lieutenant. It's very difficult because you have to keep working with them. You can't just beat on them.
This isn't about them being fired.
I understand that.
There's no that's not even an op. Like I want everybody to understand that's not even an option. That's not even an option with time off or being fired. More importantly, it just hurts. It just hurts because we become so close, and I feel sometimes when they don't do things I ask, they're taking advantage of my kindness. And then that makes me feel weak and stupid and not a good leader. At the end of the day, I am the leader of this group.
Without a question, Bubba. And sometimes kindness is taking the high road, and sometimes it's appreciated, and it's especially when it's unexpected, because right now, Anna is nervous. Blitz is a little uncomfortable, and they feel your frustration. And I think that sometimes you give them a pass, but the next time you come down heavier.
Whatever. We'll just move on. I have really, I wouldn't say become a minimalist, but I have went from living in a 65 or 6,700 square foot place to living in a little apartment on the other side of my sister's house, and it's kind of simple. I wasn't able to take hardly any clothes, and I kind of like it. I kind of like it. A lot of times I find myself wanting something and I know it's in storage, but I get over it.
How would you compare your happiness levels if you really thought about it in a reflective way? Like when you were
mixed.
Okay.
Mixed.
Yeah. Okay.
You know who your true friends are.
But you also appreciate what you have now in a way I don't think you did before.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So you
real.
have maybe less, but you appreciate what you have.
I appreciate everything from human beings to the little bit of money that I've been able to save.
Right.
To you really take when you're at your lowest. You take inventory on who's still around
and what's actually important.
And what's actually important.
Right.
And the Jimmy Clevises, the Fabrizis, the Diacos, the Tom Beans, the Reginas, the baby faces, I could go on and on.
Your core group that stuck around.
Yeah, the Sumos, the Larry Plumbers, the Blitz of
I know.
I'm getting to
He's
you.
getting there.
Although you're not the top of my list today, you're certainly in that core, my friend. The Rush Brunos. The Mark Tates.
Your family.
I know that I don't talk about Mark Tate a lot, but look at the big risk he took on me.
Oh yeah.
Still.
He's still. I still owe him money. I was upside down on this studio. They were going to take it. I was literally 30 days from losing this studio, and he comes in and is like, "Listen, on paper, you're nobody would ever give you a chance in the world on paper." But I believe that you're scrappy and that you're a fighter, and I really think you can make it. I think you can turn this around a little bit. And there's been all the people that I mentioned earlier, all had that mentality, all helped me in various different ways. The Diacos. Just be honest, a lot. Dan and Steve and Jay, many a times. And it was so humbling and so embarrassing, would sneak me an envelope. Sometimes Jay would be like, "Hey, I got to show you something in my car." It almost makes me want to cry now. And he would say, "Hey, you need this." And he would give me a little bit of money. Even if it was $400 or $500, he knew that it would be, I'd be able to make my truck payment or, and all my boys did. Fabrizi did that. Tom Bean did that. Danny did that. Steve did that. Jimmy did that. Just my Kevin did that. My boys. And I'll never forget, you very much take inventory when you're at your lowest.
The biggest red tree in the world still started off as a little plant that needed a little help every now and then, and eventually became into a mountain of a tree.
You don't have the strap. I'd be taking it away from you with this little stupid fable that you're doing. You don't see Jay whipping out stupid red tree fables. My God.
No.
You're lucky you're my boyfriend. I'm becoming very intolerant of you today.
And also a lot of the fans that stuck
with your
with
hero
you.
shirt. No, and let's not forget, Blitz, thank you, and the fact that all those people are the people that I see, that I can physically see, but the Bubba Lights, the Big Phildos, the Creatines, the Big Reds, the Iggies, the Scout and Big Gulps, the Greg and Amy's, the Todd McCabe's, the Joe from the West Side, the Niz, Nero Nizbiz. All
donate time, money,
a hierarchy, all the Bubba Army royalty, from Donkey Teeth to everybody, to Scout and Big Gulp, to Susan Poitras, to everybody.
But not unsavory.
But not unsavory.
Yeah, no.
Or Ghost Shuck.
Right.
Or Creatine Travis. Or Hootie Hoo. Definitely. None of those guys.
But OFF for sure.
Definitely OFF.
Yeah.
But that
and you know what? And hold on. You want to get a lot of heat? And not Iggy, but his new girlfriend.
Why are you blocking me, Iggy?
I'm going to get killed. But, I'm doing better. Mm-hmm. But when I do, and when I'm able to save a little bit of money, when I'm able to save $500, $600, $700, $800, and I got a little bit of money, it feels so good because it just, I don't know. I could go on and on as to how humbling it is to lose it all. I literally lost it all. I lost all of it. There's nothing left. There was my business. I think 2 years ago, Tom Bean took me. He goes, the Bubba Radio Network lost $118,000. You can't do this any longer. Mm-hmm. You're out of money. You don't have anything.
What?
And so at that point, Tom, I forget, I think it might have been in 18, Remember Blitz? I'd have to go to Tom to get money to make payroll.
Yep.
And Tom would write me like a $3,500 or $3,600 check, so I could make payroll. And each, Dan, Jay, Steve, you guys are all familiar with having to help me, but that's what friends do, and I'll be forever grateful. And I've certainly missed a few people in there.
Yeah.
Remember Blitz Sumo would come down here, stay with me, and then leave me $1,000 in my medicine cabinet.
Your
As a little surprise.
Your sister.
Gotta love that.
My sister, is at the top of that list.
Oh, no doubt.
I mean, when I needed $3,000 down payment because my credit's so bad for my truck, she went down there and stroked it out. Oh, and she also gave him the money. Rob Elder helped me.
RE3.
Rob Elder helped me tremendously, and it's just, Danny, you don't know what it's like to have lost. I don't know, Danny. I don't know if you could do it. I'm going to be dead honest with you. I mean, you could do it because you got a great infrastructure. Like your family is solid.
He wouldn't have to do it,
Yeah, but I mean,
fortunately for him.
Dan, can you imagine losing your house, losing your family, losing your house, losing your family, losing your job, and not even being able to pay a $218 water bill because they were getting ready to shut your well? I don't think you could wrap your head around that, could you?
Well, I have the only thing similar to that was when I was in my residency. There were a couple times where I was really like
You lost a
completely
couple chicks. You
out
had
He
to
of
go
lost
through
a
money.
some-
girlfriend.
But I
There's
was
nothing
out of
similar
money.
about that.
Exactly.
No, but I was
Jesus,
also-
that's all right.
Dan, it's always about him.
The head
Could you
cheerleader,
imagine?
the head cheerleader broke up with me one time.
When
I was mad as
21
hell.
and my abs were booming.
Yeah, I guess cried in the
No,
mirror.
but I mean,
He only had a six-pack and not an
What was
eight-pack.
your woes me
Add in
story
your
now?
son is gone. How about that one?
when
Yeah, lose Danny.
Right.
Donkey Teeth, BTLS, get the 10 subs.
Go ahead. Let's hear your stupid comedy
Yeah.
story, Danny.
It was just there was time where I was like literally doing my residency, working 100 hours a week, not making barely making any money, not able to make ends meet,
Guess
being
what?
upside down financially.
Guess what?
What?
You're still a doctor, bitch.
I know.
You're gonna make that money. This wasn't when you were 53, Danny. This was when you were 23.
I was like 27. But
Okay,
yeah,
then.
And
I get it.
you got to think too. There's a lot of people who live paycheck to paycheck or unable to pay their bills, and and it's a little different too because you were at that point, but you a year or two prior were in a multi-million-dollar mansion that you could buy whatever you wanted.
And Chat makes an interesting point. Manson. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you. Manson was making so much, making 90. He was paying still at the end of my run. I was paying him $90,000 a year.
Don't you think he saved it, though?
And Tom Bean told me 3 years prior, you've got to get rid of this guy. You cannot financially, not take a paycheck and pay him, 2 times the amount of what he should be making. And I'm like, no, I'm loyal to that guy. That's my guy. He's got a family. I can't. He's like, yeah, well, you got a family too. You got responsibilities, and so really, man.
Even when you were off air, you were paying your guys. I mean, when you were completely off air for a while, you were giving guys money.
Back then, yeah.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
back in the day when you had it and they didn't, you were
But-
making sure that everybody was taken care of. And that's noble.
But you know what? Manson quitting, God bless his little soul, was exactly what I needed. That was the, I can pay 2 guys. Well,
And that's when things started turning around on Twitch and all that anyway.
Yeah, I don't need somebody writing songs about how stupid I am and fat I am and how I've lost it all and you're a loser. A certain amount of that's funny, but I remember Randy Michaels took me aside one day. And Randy Michaels, arguably, if anybody knows anything about me or knows anything about radio, is probably the smartest man ever to be in radio.
Agreed. I know him well.
If you take in consideration the engineering aspect of radio, the showmanship of radio, the managing talent of radio, the selling of radio,
Creative.
knowing what radio stations are worth, knowing their power, knowing he's the absolute Rain Man of radio. And he's the one that gave me the reins or the freedom to establish the Bubba the Love Sponge character on the Power Pig. He is the one that allowed me to be outrageous and become what I've become. That being said, he was very familiar. He was the CEO of Clear Channel for all of my career for the most part. And he knew the dynamic of the show. And he came to town I think it's in 2017 to do some business in Tampa. And he listened to the show, and we had dinner that night. And he's like, hey, I hate to say it, but you got to get rid of Manson. He called him Mike. You got to get rid of Mike. I'm like, oh, Randy, I don't want to. Like, that's my guy. He's been with me for 20, 21, 22 years at that point. He's like, his stuff's not funny anymore. It's all negative, and you need to be making songs about how cool you are and how you're not going to let this, this era bring you down, and not about how fat, stupid, you lost your son, you're never going to, you don't. People don't want to be reminded. You're still in show business at the end of the day, and plus he's making 2 times of what he should. You guys have, you're pared down to nothing. You got to get rid of him. It's a tough decision, but you did. And I still, to this day, never got rid of him. He quit.
Essence Boy 71 1,000 bits.
I never heard that story before, though. That's incredible, but he had that kind of insight.
Manson quitting saved the show.
Lakeland, who's your 5? Gifted 10 subs.
Blitz, and you're right. That's when things turned around. That's when people that work in this building need not to hate and despise me. And if you do hate and despise me, for real, not just a little bit on air, but for real, then you need to get out of here.
And I'm not saying that him leaving is what turned around. I mean, like, just time-wise, it was turning around anyway.
But that also changed the direction of your show and freed up $90,000 a year.
Well, and it also freed up
creativity.
It made me do. I'm a different host when I don't have Ned.
Yes.
And when I don't have man.
I agree.
I'm a different guy.
Yes.
And I have a different role now. I got to be. I have to do more. And so, anyway, I don't know where we got into all that.
I want a Terror Twist job, 1,000 bits.
Anyway, I was looking at this little house. How
Cretan, Paper Tiger Travis, 10.
Oh my God! I had a beautiful text exchange with him yesterday. Thank you, buddy.
He's a great guy.
Is he coming Friday night?
He's gonna let me know. He has right now maybe a family Christmas party. But
okay.
He's checking.
I certainly understand. It might be Anna. Can you do me some music? I'll pay you for it.
Of course. I already have a playlist almost ready to go.
Like a Christmas leading deal or no?
No, not at all.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah.
I already got Christmas leading themes on our OnlyFans. By the way, we've already got 2 new OnlyFans signups for people wanting to see the 12 boobs, the Toys for Tata stuff that we did back in the day. So, Blitz, make sure you get that up if you can by noon.
Yep.
Can we open this?
What's that?
The presents from Nick.
Yeah. Everybody open up your presents. Nick, is it Nick the Gun Guy?
Yes. Cartier.
Which I think Nick the Gun Guy, at every way, shape, or form, has touched all of our lives. He's our official gun broker, is he not?
Sure
This
is.
guy got
Is
made.
he the one who made mine, Dan?
And
Yes.
is this a
Oh, I like
taser?
Nick. Nick's cool.
And Blitz, isn't Nick,
it's a
like he's a
taser.
Did
licensed...
somebody get her a
Take
taser?
something there for me, Dan.
Oh, if somebody got
Is
her
this
a
a
taser.
Oh, please, God, say no.
Please say no. No,
Is
no
it a-
taser for a horse.
I don't know what it is.
I hope she shocks herself.
I do
with
too.
it.
You know
Oh,
what?
it'd
If
be
there's
awesome.
really a God upstairs, he'll shock her immediately.
That is a taser, I think.
Yes, please shock yourself.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
probably a stun gun.
Sorry.
Right here?
Yeah.
I don't think I should have this.
Oh, Blitz, I got some badass 45 rounds, some Sig Sauer,
I got some 12 gauge buckshot.
Elite Performance Ammunition, the V Crown 20 jacket hollow
scared.
point center file pistol.
That's good stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm
looks
going
like
to
an
put.
extended
It's better than
magazine.
that ammo that you gave me on Friday. That
I'm gonna
cheap
hurt
ranging
myself.
ammo.
That was expensive range ammo.
That's not
The best-
Nonetheless, it's still range ammo.
I got some 9mm.
I think my boyfriend wouldn't give me range ammo. Hope I don't get used needles on Friday when I go in for treatment.
Thank you, Nick.
My God.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
Did you get a taser?
think
A
so.
stun gun.
I'm scared of it.
I hope she
Turn it
maces,
on.
I hope
Turn it
she
on once.
maces herself and then stuns it.
Let me see it.
Just.
It should go really loud.
I know.
is this
I know.
It should be
the
super
button.
loud.
How big is this magazine,
I'm
Dan?
scared. I'm scared. I'm
What he
scared.
gave me.
40 or
Should I
44.
do it?
Look at that
Yeah,
thing.
do it.
Am I gonna hurt myself?
Look at that
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh, I would give anything. I would get anything I owned if somebody put it right under bean dip boobies.
Whoa.
Lummy, can I
Just
shock
stick
you
it
with
in her
it,
neck?
please?
No.
Lummy,
What?
all the screw ups that you've done.
Well, I haven't done anything today. I did my list and the parody thing. I'm good. Today I'm good, boy.
If everything, Lummy, and
Man,
you,
if a chip sends him to the hospital, that thing's he'll be dead.
let me,
That'll
Dan,
kill him.
As a doctor, Dan, that wouldn't kill you, would it?
No, it's
But you-
designed not to kill you. It's supposed to be non-lethal.
Dan, if someone said, would a potato chip send you to the hospital for a week, what would
Yeah,
you
that's
say?
a pretty good point too.
Impossible.
I mean, that's a pretty good point too. Lummy,
Nick.
please, Lum, let me do it,
Can I see it?
please.
Well,
Hey, don't
Lummy,
tase me,
please.
bro.
Don't tase you.
Don't tase me,
Don't
bro.
tase me, bro.
Don't tase
Dan, are
me.
you gonna do it to yourself? Or are you gonna be a stud and do it to your shoulder?
No,
This
I'm
isn't
Careful,
it.
Dan.
myself.
Dan, stun yourself.
That's
Show
not a
it.
true sculpt flex.
Exactly. If that would give him abs,
Oh, yeah,
Bubba, he
Dan.
would do that.
Yeah,
Dan.
you're right.
Hey, Dan, that's going to give you more abs.
Dan, nothing can penetrate your abs. Put it right on your gut. Come on. You
Hold
got
it up a
He's
little bit, Dan,
thinking
so we can
about
see it. There you go.
Dan, you're
Now do it.
Dan's looking at the engineering
Can I
of
do
it,
it to you?
and he's thinking about it.
I just don't want to burn.
It's not going to burn through.
Well, put a lot of
through
fabric on you.
Through your hero shirt, Dan.
Let me give him this Bubba royalty shirt I have.
I have
This thing is
surgery,
thick.
so
It's a
last
Dickies.
thing I need is a seizure right before surgery.
Man, you're
You
pussing
have a
out.
seizure with it?
Dan,
Oh,
let's
so
just
you
do
have a
it.
seizure,
Let's just do it.
bitch.
Let's
Oh, no, I
just,
know. I'm asking.
I'm not
Can
going
you have a
to shoot you in the
seizure?
face.
That's what I'm asking.
let's
you.
just do it right to Lummy's leg, the side of his leg. I mean, there's a lot of meat there.
I don't want a seizure, but now Dr. Dan's got me even more nervous.
I'm not gonna
No,
put it
just
like
get
on
it
your
right on it,
temple.
like get it right on his right on his quad one time, and just get a nice. I mean, come on, Lummy,
Careful.
you're the show buffoon. Come on, buddy.
Oh, wait, doctor.
Dan's coming over. Don't do that. Dan.
Wait,
Dan, yes, do it. Dan, yes,
Jay's
do it.
freaking out.
Jay, be quiet.
Can you do it so your thighs on camera?
How about his butt? Look how much meat's on his butt. Look how much. That's a ham hock right there. It is.
I mean,
Can you stand up so I can see your thigh on camera?
I mean, it's not a big deal. This is gonna put
Yeah,
you
but
over.
Show off
you
them
don't want him
quads.
standing. He's going to fall.
He's not gonna fall. He's a big man. He is.
He really
He's a
he does
mountain
not
of
look
a
like he
man.
wants you to do that to him.
I know.
Look
Nobody
at
wants.
Lummy's face. He was like, "Come on, really?"
Lummy, tell Dan it's okay to do
what are
it.
you doing?
I think it's Jay. I think it's Jay's the one that's most
Jay,
worried.
quit being a lawyer.
Why so close to his junk?
Not his balls.
Just
Not like a shoulder.
How's this gonna hurt?
right on your quad. Just take it,
You
buddy.
don't know?
I've done it many a time.
Have you?
Yes, it's not a big deal. It's a zillion volts. We'll just let do it.
When Bubba had the taser gun, he would pull the prongs out and he would shock me in the arm with it back in the day.
Yeah, it's not
He'd
real.
run around his house shocking people.
For real?
Lummy,
Are you going to
Yeah.
pull it away?
yes, he'll just.
Okay.
Just,
Are
No,
you
not on the skin. Why would you do skin?
Yeah, skin.
Not on the skin.
How much throw Jay
Let's
out
see
of
them-
here?
let's see
He's
them
all
quads.
He's all lawyered up right now.
No,
Skin
he's
or no
Dan-
skin?
Dan was talking
Skin.
about no burn. Well, whatever. How
Skin.
about this? Whatever Bubba says.
Skin.
Oh, God.
It's my facility.
Quad it up.
Ow!
No, he didn't.
No,
even,
he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Yes, I did.
He took it like a champ.
Oh,
Man, it
no.
went right through his meat. You couldn't even hear.
Nicky peeled. Oh, my whole legs are singling.
So
Oh my
Singling.
God.
Singling.
Dan.
All
They're
my legs
signaling.
are singling.
would you have fallen if
All
you
the
were not
funky
Yeah.
singling.
You
He
would have.
did.
Yeah.
I
Go
see
down.
the funky shingling.
He fell into the chair.
So Anna, if you're jogging and some bad guy comes up, you just go. Zzz, zzz, you just hit
And
that.
I got mace. I think I got pepper spray as well.
I'd go pepper spray first.
I have pepper
Oh,
spray.
shock them and then
no,
pepper spray them
Dan,
when he's
shocking them
flailing on the
requires
ground.
you to be too close to them.
Well,
And now I can do a rear naked choke.
But Lummy, did that disable you or just make you mad?
No, it took me.
What
it
if
was gonna
Ashley
take
would
me
have put it
down.
right on
Would
your
you have
balls?
stopped in your tracks
Yeah.
and been
Here's
like,
my
listen,
question.
I'm angry?
so,
Lummy, can we do your bulls?
No.
so,
I need
but
this.
Lummy, would you have been like 2 or 3 seconds where she could have run afterwards? Like you
Yes.
couldn't have done anything with that
Yeah.
leg for a couple moments?
Yes.
Okay, so that wouldn't just anger you to swing at her. You would have been like dealing with your leg.
No, yeah, I would have went kind of down.
Then it's effective.
Yeah, then he would have gotten better and ran her down and beat her up even more because she zipped him. Anna, what are you doing?
I'm trying to post the video.
She's
I
taking a video.
took.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, Anna, get your stun gun again and like go that's what you show the bad guys is you have to show them the actual.
Hey, I got a stun gun.
But the thing with that stun gun is it takes like a second for it to recharge.
Anna, when you act afraid of your own instrument, the bad guy's going to come up and take it from you.
Yeah.
It's
Anna,
scary.
if a guy pulls a
I
gun out
don't
and he
like
goes,
that
The
noise.
I got a
batteries might
gun,
be
and he's
low.
like, oh,
Squeak.
I'm taking that gun from that guy and shooting him with his own gun. Anna, you have to be sure of yourself. You're like, bitch, back off.
Bitch, back off! Ow!
And see, that's not how you do it, Anna.
Not very threatening.
And it didn't make a sound when I did it to Lummy at all. But
Yeah,
I could definitely, I knew
When it's-
exactly because as soon as I hit the button, he started
When it's
twitching.
on the skin, it doesn't make the noise.
Yeah, because it's going through the skin. It's going through the meat.
But
So,
the
Anna,
metal
let's act
prongs?
like a bad guy is coming up and then show us, like, bitch, back off and have some confidence. Go ahead.
Back off, Mr. Man. There you go.
You don't give
Scram.
him. You don't give
Oh,
him.
it's the battery's dead. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's probably got a low battery.
yeah,
So now I'm dead.
Recharge.
Had to go
I'm
through
good,
Lummy's
So
meat.
now I'm dead.
Had to go through. Had to go through a bunch of
But I
Lummy meat.
have pepper spray. Aha!
That will work.
Wait,
man.
I don't know if I
that
can
takes a
open it.
bad guy right down to zero. The pepper spray.
Don't spray that.
That
I'm
always
not.
works.
No.
Don't even.
I'm
Don't
not.
Everyone
even.
in this room will be
I'm
hurting.
not. I'm just trying to see
Shut
it
up.
open
Hey,
it.
She had the
hey,
safety
did
on.
you see every one of us back the F up on the spare? Like, every one of us were like, oh, no, do not. We've all been exposed to even the remnants
Yep.
of pepper spray.
Big irritant.
The worst.
Even the remnants, even like if Jay sprayed the tree right now, just a fine little
Oh, yeah.
particle got near you. Oh, it's bad.
What is this? What does this little nod?
Let's take everything away
nodule
from
do?
this bitch, please.
Yes, please.
Why don't you read the directions so you
Yeah,
don't hurt
I'll
yourself?
look at it.
There are
Somebody-
no directions.
just
can
take
can I swipe it?
No, you can put everything down, take a step away, leave all your stuff. You don't know what you're doing.
I don't.
You're going to end up
Hurting
blowing
myself.
I don't care if you hurt yourself, but if you blow off the pepper spray in the studio, it's
No,
gonna
pepper spray's away.
There's probably a YouTube tutorial on it that a millennial made on that.
If you were a single guy and a hot chick walked up to you and said, "Hey, not for nothing, my name's Anna. You wanna?
Do you want to blast?
No.
No.
You just walked up and say, "Hey, I'm Anna. What's your name? Chris. Hey, Chris. Been watching you. Here at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
You want a truck? Obviously, I can't use the word.
Of course not. Those
You
are not
wanna-
the words.
You want to front the door?"
Yeah.
And just the
Sure.
word in itself, by itself, as a 4-letter word, is just so hot.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if a chick walked up and said that, I'd be like, "What's your problem?"
Yeah,
Has a girl ever done that to you, Bubs? Hey. Are you
Yeah,
Bubba
I-
When you
Bubs?
I've led-
hold on,
I've led-
when you weren't famous,
when I was not famous.
that's
no.
different.
No, not when I was.
Yeah.
When I've not been famous. No, but it has happened a lot.
Sure,
The more famous I became,
of course.
I'm very famous.
Just 2 lines.
I'm very famous, and there's getting ready to be a whole NFT deal
And
about
you've driven
me.
a lot of trucks,
And I've driven a lot of trucks.
Yep.
Why do you think I'm so good at driving trucks?
right?
Hong Kong.
And
You're
so
almost like Ford
yes,
itself.
I have had a lot. Every girl during the power. I mean, I should have a documentary just on the groupies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Blitz! I should write a movie about the groupies.
Yeah, you have to reenact all. You have to
memoir.
reenact all of it.
No, you
Ooh.
can't show modern day Bubba. You're gonna have to get like a guy who's gonna play Bubba. I know who's gonna play me. The guy that was in Wolf of Wall Street,
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill,
He's
or Jack Black.
He's like Jack now.
How about Jack Black, who plays Bubba in my groupie movie? What modern day actor plays Bubba? Now, Blitz, you got to understand.
This is like early '90s, like mid '90s, Bubba.
Yeah. See, I think you go with just an era, and you go where I was in a little bit better shape, like
Okay.
like '99 through like the hog trial era.
I mean,
You
I
me,
think
270 pound Bubba.
I mean, I think it's kind of more impressive when you were laying heavy and getting all the groupies too.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, in shape, famous guy getting groupies, like, okay. I mean, not who cares, but duh.
Oh.
But
but you're saying 488 pounds.
488 getting all the groupies.
And 488 Bubba was killing it, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely killing
like,
it.
that's way more impressive if you think about
and
it.
it got to be where I was so heavy where I couldn't even really have. All I could get was oral.
Oh no.
Oh.
I mean, that's
True therapeutic confessions from the Bubba the Love
mean-
Sponge show today, ladies and gentlemen.
but that's really nice as well.
But that's what it would be like. The girl would go, like she would come to the radio station knowing that's what she was going to do.
Okay. Now,
Then we had like Jessica Basketballs. She was every Wednesday, and then we got lock-ins on her where like Jessica Basketballs was on Wednesdays, and I think Heather the Vibrator Chick was like on Thursdays.
did you like?
And then like Fridays we didn't have any, but then Monday and Tuesdays we had regulars.
Getting back
at that time, did you have a girl like?
Oh yeah, I was engaged.
Oh,
Yeah, of course he was.
okay. Now,
I was engaged to Holly.
were you banging her or no? I mean, if you couldn't,
Yeah, I mean in a creative way. We had a creative way because
okay.
I was heavy as hell.
I know.
She was wiping my ass with a towel.
I know, and you were cheating
God
on her
bless
every
her.
night.
Lord. That still boggles my mind. That's probably the most pimp story you've ever told.
But
Was she?
no, how about the banging the prison trustee?
That was pretty good, but the fact that this bitch was wiping your ass and you were cheating on her is like, that's like metaverse for me. Like, whoa.
Mhm.
Oh, there's been some moments in my life where I've been doing something, and I just close my eyes
Yeah.
and I think about
brother. Oh,
I think
sorry.
about the people that I grew up with in Warsaw, Indiana, like is John Valentine or
Fucking
Chris,
free me now.
or Chris Stein or Larry Plummer. Are they right now? Are they doing this? And have they ever done this in their entire life?
I mean, I've somewhat thought the same thing.
Get their butt wiped and then
No,
some other
more
whores?
more like being on my own tour bus and having like 3 girls on there.
Pooping in a box and making your fiance clean it in your carpeted garage. That's pretty
She
pimp.
wasn't a fiance.
Oh, I thought that was Holly.
Bubba's pimpness led from having a threesome in his own tour bus to when he came home one day and pooped in a box and made his girlfriend clean it as he jumped into the pool to clean his ass.
D. Brian Steele, 1,000
pimp.
bits.
It's pimp in
Then
my
had the pool
world.
company come and do a complete water rechange. There's so,
Oh, no.
but Blitz, there's so many things. What did somebody just do? It must have been on chat.
What?
Did Bubba stand or sit to have sex with his ex-wife? She's calling you a scumbag.
No, they said, did you stand or sit when she wiped your butt? That's what they asked.
I would do my stuff.
Oh, yeah, like over a couch, right?
Did you have like a little bell when you were done?
Oh, no, a poop bell? Did you have a poop bell?
Like the guy from Breaking Bad. Remember the old guy? He had a bell
Yeah.
every time he needed
Like the
something.
service bell.
But
Ding, ding.
remember, he couldn't talk, and so like you'd ask him question. Hey,
Yep.
Pedro, do you know about this one guy over here?
Ding.
And then he'd be like, ding. Is he a good guy or a bad guy? Ding
Oh,
ding.
no.
Oh,
You want us to kill him or to keep him alive? Ding ding, kill.
Ding ding.
No, I
Wipe my ass.
would have to strategically time my bowel movement so that she was home, and then I'd have to tell her I'm getting ready to go to the bathroom.
So get the towel ready.
So, and she'd be like, "Okay, honey," and then I'd do. Am I really talking about this?
Yes,
on the
I
air?
need to finish the story right now. Finish the story right now. Immediately. Finish the story right now. Then what? Then how did she do it? Were you on the toilet and you would like bend forward?
No.
No, he had to go to the couch.
He went to the
right?
couch and bent over the couch.
Yeah.
See, that's not how it went.
How'd it go? Because that's what you said in the past.
Would you have to spread your own cheeks or would you do that for you?
Would you go to like the bed and bend over the bed like doggy style and she wiped it? Chunk of wood, 1,000 bits.
Procedurally, here's how it went.
Okay.
Okay. How'd it go?
I'm sure Jackson's going to make this a one-off. By the way, have you seen our YouTube? Blitz, you got to admit, Jackson is doing a pretty good job on kind of what our vision, when we were wanting to kind of get a video guy that listened to the show and would like, I think Jackson is closest to what we've envisioned, if any video guy we've had in a while. I think it's making a huge difference.
Yeah. We need to know how you wiped your butt.
So, Jackson, I'm sure that you're going to probably cut all that out and seam this now with my Bubba, how I got my butt wiped when I was 488
From your
pounds.
fiance that you were
This
cheating
is
on.
1997. When I was 488 pounds, we had a whole big butt wiping regimen.
Yeah.
All right, so you ring the bell.
Because I was too heavy and my arms to my body length, like
Your
Yeah,
ratio.
write that down, Lummy.
my arms to my body length ratio. I don't know that I've ever been diagnosed by having short armitis, but I think I might
Short
have
arm syndrome.
Yeah.
like T-Rexitis.
Yeah. T-Rexitis.
But like, I think I might have the average. Lummy, maybe one of these days we can see what is the average reach for a 5'10" man. Maybe I
Like
can
your
ask
arm
old girl.
I mean,
span.
I think you're average. I mean, don't forget you were almost 500 pounds.
Yeah.
And so I think I'm average in an arm span. I just think my body
You're barrel chested because
Well,
you're so stout and strong.
but my body, it's an optical illusion. Since my body is big
Yeah.
too, then my
Yeah.
arms look a little more T-Rexy than they really are.
Yeah, 100% optical illusion.
Hey Alexa, what's the arm span of a 5'10" man?
5 feet and 10 inch adult weight description is usual weight for someone who is 5 feet and 10 inches tall is between 128.9 pounds, 9 stone 3 pounds, and 174.3 pounds, 12 stone 6 pounds.
Oh, so 174 on the top end.
The heaviest I'm supposed to be is 174.
Yeah.
If I was 174, you guys would put me in the hospital for having HIV.
Right.
Okay, but hey Alexa, what is the arm span of a 5'10" man?
5 feet and 10 inch adult weight description is usual weight for someone who is 5 feet
Alexa,
and 10 inches.
stop.
How about asking for the reach?
Okay. Hey Alexa, what is the average reach of a 5'10" man?
Usual weight for someone who is 5 feet and 10 inches tall is between 128.9 pounds.
Alexa, shut up. Hey, Alexa, what's the average penis size of a 5'10" man?
Lummy Bing.
5 feet and 10 inch adult weight description is usual weight
Alexa,
for someone
stop.
who...
If you say 5'10", she's just going to give you weight.
Yeah, Lummy, what do you got? What do you got, Lummy, on the Bing side?
5 foot 10 inch man average is 69.7 inches.
69.7?
Yes.
Write that down. We're going to have to measure mine out. 69.7 inches. What other parameters do they have?
Oh, I just looked up for your thing.
So, Blitz, what if I come in at 70? Then I'm actually a little not like on the other side of the deal. I'm long reach Willie on the deal.
Right. I mean, your reach should be as tall as you are usually, isn't it?
No.
Well, 5'10" is 70 inches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
5'10" is 70 inches, and I'm not. I'm just a tad under 5'10" actually. But we don't know what my arm length. What if my arm length comes in at 65? Then I'm abnormal.
Do we have a measuring tape around here?
I think we have one. I don't know.
I got one right here.
Done
Can you bring it in real fast? I mean, like, before we go to break, and then I can pick up.
And then you'll tell us how you wipe that ass?
I don't know if I want to. It really makes me look like a. But
we already know what happened. We just want to know the mechanics of it.
It's embarrassing.
Well, of course it is. That's why it's fun to talk about.
Well,
Here he comes.
Well, you go fingertip to finger. Now, Blitz, don't short me either. Try to be like.
Yeah. Don't run down.
I'm cramping.
Oh, no, don't cramp.
Oh, look at this, Bubba.
What does it say?
71 and a half.
Oh, damn. Long Arm Jones over here.
So, Blitz, it's like I'm on the longer side of a 5'10".
Measure his circumference.
I am thick.
You are.
That's what most girls say.
Yeah,
I'm not
I bet they
long,
do.
but I'm thick.
Yeah.
Like a Red Bull can.
Well, I know I'm not that thick, but I got, usually the first thing a girl says is, oh, God.
Wow.
That's thick. Is that Jim Breuer?
I think so.
You want me to get it? Or?
Is this Jim Breuer, whose parents used to live in Palm Harbor?
This is.
Who stood me up, but I still love you, buddy.
You're live, by the way.
You know what?
You're live, too.
How you doing? First of all, Anna was on it, and I don't know if this is age or me just not caring about life in general. And I don't check emails, but Anna was like, yeah, we're going to do this date. I said, I haven't talked to Bubba forever. This is going to be amazing. And then she even said, hey, we're still good. And like next week, yeah, we're good. And then, dude.
Then you just got high and took pills and did like we do, and then you forget about stuff. I mean, Ambien will really wipe out your hard drive, buddy. I'll tell you that right now.
I always love a man. What are you doing? How are you?
We're doing
I haven't talked to you in years.
I know. Now, where are you? Are you back in Jersey still? Where are you at?
No, I moved to Florida.
He lives in Naples.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I live in Naples, Florida right now.
Well, and that makes sense in the fact that, especially what you stand for, which is the same thing that I stand for, is that New York was the worst place to be with regards to COVID, and Florida is kind of the cool place to be.
It is the greatest. I've been to Texas. I've been to a lot of states, and what I get to see is the heavy propaganda in every single state, and it's fascinating, man. I mean, in a couple of days, I left Florida, and, here it's just, you want to wear a mask, wear your mask. You want to be scared to death, be scared to death. You want to believe it? Okay. Then you go to Texas, and they're like that, too.
But then you get in some liberal, like Austin pockets, and they're like really uptight on the deal.
Yes. They're wearing you're correct. And then I went to Syracuse. And people are on high alert, distress. People are walking everywhere with masks on. And I walked into this place that I was playing, and I said, you seem stressed tonight. He goes, oh, man, I'm going to lose half my staff because the governor is making everyone wear masks come Monday. I went, don't you see how goofy so you're telling me she cares so much about the health of all her all her civilians in the state of New York. She cares so much and wants to take this so seriously that she wants you to enjoy your Friday. Go get drunk. Go get high. Go have gatherings. Go have barbecues. Enjoy your Saturday. Go get high, drunk, groups, see concerts. Enjoy your But Monday, we're getting serious, and we're going to put on masks.
Right.
That's how stupid New York. That's how stupid New York is.
You know what?
I said it. I said it. They're dumb as hell up there. I said it, not you, Jim. I did.
I think Jim said it too.
Jim fluffed it up a little bit better than I did, but I'm just saying, New Yorkers are uptight and stupid if you're going to sit here and deal with this nonsense. Like, it's just like, how much longer can they boogeyman this thing out? We've become like they've mesmerized, they've mind screwed us to the point where we're supposed to be afraid of this boogeyman. Is it going to be forever, you think?
Of course it is. Of course it. This is the new Weather Channel. Do you remember when the Weather Channel came out? And they were tracking. There's a storm front 800 miles off the Bahama coast, and if it hits the Carolinas, this is every single, and the climate change, and this is one after the, and then they're doing the same thing with cold and flus. And cold and flu goes under the word COVID. It's mastermind. If you just say COVID now, the brainwashing has convinced you it means death, ventilator.
You could you could be very well just talking about the flu. You could just be talking about the flu like we used to 5-6 years ago. Hey, Jim, you get the flu? Yeah, I got the flu. Whatever, I got through it.
Yeah.
But now you put the word COVID on there, and it's a boogeyman, and they can make money, and they can make money on it. And they can shake you down, and they can track you, and they can take your rights away, and they don't ever give them back ever.
No, it's over. This is the great world domination purge that the demonic monsters in control of it are going for it.
Someone's been listening to Alex Jones.
So what's going to happen to us, Jim Breuer, like regular dudes that want to, go out and get high and live our lives? What happens to us? Do they get us eventually?
I don't know, to be dead honest with you. Maybe they've already decided certain areas we just can't do it. I don't know. Time will tell. The real time will tell is how do states like New York, how do states like New Jersey, Michigan, California, how did they finally go, hey man, game's over. We're not playing this anymore. And you know what? We don't need government telling us what to do and how to live and all that. You guys are not for us. We were fine till you showed up. We were just fine till you showed.
And then the media supersells it, and that the media now the news. I mean, they could run Moderna commercials in between the news and be like, hey, get Moderna, it's the vaccination and blah, 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 and it's got this so much effectiveness and this and this. Or they can just write CBS a big-ass check, and CBS makes the news about COVID on the propaganda side of deals. So you really think you're watching the news, but it's just a big propaganda deal for the vaccine.
Just a big advertisement.
Politicians hide themselves away. They only started the war. Why should they go out to fight? They leave the road to the poor, and the media sells it. Thank you, Ozzy Osbourne, War Pigs, the true historian.
It's kind of bad when Ozzy 20 years ago had it figured out.
Destroy him. Make him look demonic quickly.
Have you ever met Ozzy before?
I did.
I only met Sharon one time on America's Got Talent when they came to Tampa. We were friends. We worked for Howard at the time, so we got backstage and stuff and was hanging out. And Ronnie introduced me to Sharon, and she was. I can't say enough good things about her. She was so nice and just so approachable and super cool. So that's my only experience with.
So here's my experience. So I'm doing. This is a long time ago. So Metallica asked me to do the MTV Icon. Okay. So I'm like, oh, wow, okay. No, yeah, the MTV's going to call you. I said, okay. So MTV calls and said, hey, we know that Metallica wants you to do this, and we got to fly you out. They then say, all the flights are booked coming to L.A. Would you be cool with flying a jet? I've never flown a jet in my life. I'm living upstairs. I'm paying $700 rent.
You're going to be on a private jet.
Yeah. We have an elderly couple living downstairs that own the house. Like, your TV is too loud. Like, we're going on a jet.
Yeah, with a limo.
You're right. So I get there, and the guy's like, yeah, we got to wait for the other passenger. I said, who is there someone, who else? He goes, yeah, it's Ozzy. Technically, this is his jet. I went, what? So now I'm freaking out. Like, oh my God, look at my wife. Ozzy. And he shows up, the limo pulls up to the jet, and I'm staring out the window, and I'm trying to be cool. And he gets on, it's him and his daughter, Kelly. And they get on the jet. And I want to say hello, but he's not. He sits in the very front, doesn't even want to acknowledge the back. Very cool. I sit by the toilet because I know eventually he's got to piss and walk by me, and that's when I'll make my move.
I thought maybe you'd start breaking into your Brian Johnson, Hell's Bells deal or something.
So now he gets up, right? And we're halfway through the flight, and he's heading towards the toilet. And I stand up like a dummy, and I go, Mr. Osborne, I just want to say, I learned so much about war because my father was in World War II. Because the song's War Pigs, and as I'm talking, he's just looking at me going, I just have to piss. I really don't need to hear about your father. So, but when all I remember is going, thank you so much for everything, blah, blah, blah. And he just looked at me and he went, I didn't understand a word he said. He went to piss. He finished pissing. But the coolest part for me at the time, this is like 2003-ish, 2002. Kelly Osborne comes in the back with her pajamas, sits with my wife and I, and she goes, Do you watch the TV show? I said, I do. I'm not going to lie to you. I love the Osbournes. And she goes, did you see the episode when Jack, my mom, was yelling at Jack and very angry with him for a DVD he wanted to watch? I went, yes, I do remember that episode, and it drives me nuts because I want to know what that movie was. She goes, it was yours. It was Half-Baked. It was you and Dave Chappelle. I went, what? She said, yes, she wanted that DVD out of the house. Absolutely not, but that's what Jack was watching on the episode.
But, but isn't that super cool? That might be one of the reasons why they gave you permission to maybe fly on there, because they said that was the Half-Baked guy.
Maybe, I don't know. So that was my experience with Ozzy. And then the other time I saw him was I did the Metallica 30-year anniversary, and they had everyone that was ever affiliated with Metallica come and do shows for a whole week. And Ozzy came, and they did 3 Black Sabbath songs, but it was like the president showing up. He just flew in. They walked him on the stage. He crushes it, and then they walk him off the stage, and he heads back to the airport on his jet, and he's out of there. It was...
Out of all the impressions you do, by the way, Jim Breuer on the phone, he'll be in Tampa tonight, right? I think is he on Tampa?
Yes, Tampa tonight.
Tampa tonight.
And then I believe it's West Palm Beach.
Side Splitters tonight. And then, and by the way, Side Splitters is a cool room. It's a cool room.
Well, I love it. I'm actually I have a Patreon page, and I'm actually gonna stream it live tonight because it was so explosive the last time I was there, when I was supposed to come in. And the last time I was there, it was so explosive. So the opportunity I have is, instead of running around touring, I'm tired, man. I love doing weeknights in Sarasota and weeknights in Tampa. So I know there's people like, hey, man, your stuff sold out quick, thank God. But I am going to be coming back almost once a month. So just keep an eye out.
Cool.
They
Well, I
sell
mean,
out
that's if they want to see you live, but they can always go to the Patreon deal. That's one of the reasons why you're doing these one-offs is because it's great for the Patreon stuff.
It really is. They get to watch it live, and then I keep it up for a week or two. So if you're working at the time, it's all cool. But that side splitter. And I've done the improv.
What out of all the cities that you like? What's your top 5 cities? Because some people are, some cities don't appreciate comedy, or maybe aren't as smart to understand. Like some cities probably suck. Like you're like, I'm not going to. Waco, Texas, Grand Rapids kicks ass, or like Green Bay, man, the chicks are unbelievable. You just do Brett Favre jokes all night long, what? Give me the little hints on the cities. Like if I was to yell out, how about I yell out a city and then just right off the top of your head, you give me your first impression.
Okay.
Dallas.
I love it.
Atlanta.
Crushed
in Atlanta.
Crush.
L.A.
Ugh.
Seattle.
They give me a lot of love there. I do very well there.
Vegas.
I do really good there too.
What about all the one of the things I love, and when you were going to come in, but you stood me up, but I still love you. Is I have a stage here, and I was going to beg you. I was going to kind of put you in an uncomfortable situation to see if you could maybe do like a Brian Johnson kind of strut. I had some royalty-free AC/DC songs racked up, ready to go, and I was going to have. Because you're AC/DC. I know you don't like to do it. But God, that's some of the most popular stuff that you do.
Well, no, it's not that I don't like doing it. It's like you live in a house and everyone loves that house, or you do this painting and everyone loves it. But now you're like 15 years later, 20 years, you're so somewhere else, and they're like, "Hey man, remember when we used to eat ring dings? Let's eat ring dings again." Like I know, but
you were so good at it. All the little, idiosyncrasies and how you get the body going, just like Brian Johnson.
Oh my God! Ooh, mama! I'm glad. See, now I'm glad I didn't come in because I would. AC/DC. Jim Breuer doing AC/DC anytime before 3 p.m. does not come out sounding good.
And I've had Brian in here several times because he's from Sarasota and he's good friends with Jesse. Yes, me son. Let me tell you something, me son.
Yeah, me son.
You wonder where does this guttural sound come from? Because I got to think how exhausted he is after a concert. Because it comes within.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. So a couple of years ago. Jim Breuer's. I'm going to make a rock record. Okay, it's my dream that I have to let go. So I do a rock record, and Brian comes on to say, he's like, "Yeah, I'll come and do a song with you, my son." And it was written in a funny manner. Everything I write, I do visually. So he goes, where are you recording? I said, Clearwater. There's this little place in Clearwater. So I said, I'll send a car. Now, we set up like 5 microphones in case one goes down. We got another one just in case for Brian. Mm-hmm. We have sushi. We have whatever he could, ginger, lemons. We got a lemon tree, whatever this guy, a bee nest with honey, whatever he needs.
Hand-rolled cigarettes, the whole 9 yards.
Yes, the whole 9 yards. He shows up. And he walks in the room. Now with your studio, you have the room that you're in,
right?
And then you have the room where your producers and the people running all the buttons are,
right?
Okay,
right.
He comes in and he's like, he's talking, he's telling great story about the band and this and that, and we go. So, are you ready to go? He's like, yeah, let's go, my son. I said, well,
just like
whenever you want to go in the studio, do it. And he goes, oh, hell, my son, I don't go in the studio to record. I like holding a handheld mic and doing it right here in front of the boys. What? Like, are you being serious? Like, yeah, my son, I do it right here in front of you. So I like it. So we're playing We said, okay, let's get a microphone. So we bring a microphone into the boardroom or whatever you call that room, and we're standing there, and he starts singing the song. Right? Never can get it. I'm not there yet, you know. I'm not there yet. Hold on, let me roll one. And I'll be right back. He goes out, he rolls a cigarette, he smokes a cigarette, comes back in, and he says, okay, Miss Something. I think I'm ready. And he starts singing the song. So I'm watching him. He records his songs, performing them. So he's not standing in a little glass container and standing still. He's sitting there moving in the room, like just walking around you going, yeah, when I was a little boy. Yeah. It wasn't enough enthusiasm. Let's do it again. So low then on Saturday night. Oh, I like that take. And I'm going, oh my God, this is how many musicians do this? How many musicians stand with a held mic just walking around singing like he's in concert? And he's like, you know what? You got to learn to sing it like you're going to, because eventually you're going to do it live, my son. So you're standing there in a little box like a little tin man. I can't do it like you can't. He is.
You sound.
I think he's the greatest rock voice in history.
Oh, it is. But you do them so well. I don't even know if you know how well you do them, Jim. I don't even know if you. Because I know. I mean, I've had a lot of times with Brian, and he sounds just like that. Just like that.
Hands down, the sweetest, most kindest, most giving, and the funniest human being I've ever been.
You're right.
around.
I mean, like, this is Brian. One time, I had an opportunity. My buddy knew him, Doug Kay, from like this bass record company, and he was really good friends with Brian. Until I first got to meet him, he's like, "Meet me in Sarasota, and we'll drive over to Brian's house." And I'm like, this is like Brian Johnson. He's like, "Yeah, we'll just go out to his house. Yeah, him and his wife Brenda. They're expecting us. Have like a little lunch deal." We go in there. I'm just some stupid radio guy. Like, I'm nothing. In the overall scheme of Brian Johnson things. I mean, I'm like a roadie in life compared to him.
Right.
I get there, and he's like, hey, my son, we got beers, and we got sandwiches, and we can go on the boat. And like the nicest guy. I'm with a guy who sold 200 million records in his life. I don't know how much money he's got. And he's just the nicest guy in the world ever.
Yes, and I heard stories where, where regular people go over there and work on the house, and then the next thing you know, they're all hanging out for the day.
Yeah, in his little pub, he's got this little pub. You got to come drink in the pub, me son. It could be literally the guy that's blowing the leaves off the driveway, but like, you got to come in here and get some of this, me son.
Don't worry about driving home, my son. I'll put you on the helicopter. We'll get you home. We'll call your wife right now, so you're going to be late, my son.
Jim Breuer, the only thing I'm mad at is I wish I could have you on for hours, and I don't have that much time with your dumb ass. God dang it.
Well, we'll do it whenever you. One day I'll come in early. I'm still down here in Sarasota. Before I pop up to the show tonight, and we'll spend a day, and we'll really, if you want, and we'll hang out. I'll just come up just specifically, for the show, and get a hotel room and just chill out.
Just some hookers and some blow. Like, what was that?
Good Lord.
What was that guy, the famous sportscaster that was like, we'll get some hookers, we'll get some blow, we'll get Betsy. Remember?
That's on sports.
That was
Pat O'Brien. Pat O'Brien. Remember, he was leaving recorded messages
God.
"Hey Betsy, if you want to screw me and my girlfriend, then just at the bar, just tell me, and we'll get some blow and some hookers."
Oh my God.
Do some coke.
Do rock stars still do blow and hookers, or is that still a thing?
Put it this way: I toured with Metallica, did 36 cities with them. I'm not trying to be funny when I tell you. They had a yoga room.
They're eating fruit.
I swear on my life. A yoga room. They have their personal, health chef. There's an exercise room just for Lars with the running machine that they set up everywhere. There's meditation. I did not even the techs They're the ones you really go to, the techs and the roadies and all those guys. Even those guys are like, yeah, I'm sure it goes on somewhere, but that is where you'll find it more than anywhere. You're not going to find it with the band.
Can you imagine though? Like, can you imagine like in the '80s when there were when there were real whores and real coke, like how Bon Jovi and like Motley Crue and. Can you imagine how those guys? I mean, you know, this the little comedy groupies that run up on Jim Breuer's scene. Can you imagine that Brett Michaels? I mean, he had better eyeliner than those bitches did.
I remember being on SNL, and I was traumatized before any book came out. Traumatized by a story that Tommy Lee told me. It was him and Pamela Anderson on the time, and he was telling me, he's like, "Oh, dude, it was bad, dude." He's like, "No, we were bad. We were like put chicks on a chandelier, and we would go mudding." So mudding? What the hell is mudding? Well, these chicks would totally be into it. They'd come in and, you know, drink champagne, and then we'd shake up the bottles and put in their pooper and then put them on the chandelier and spin them, and they'd be spraying, you know.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. We'd be laughing like, oh, my God.
Can you imagine in today's Me Too, Gloria Aldred would have an absolute heyday with a girl that came in and said, "Hey, I just had to do a mudding event with Justin Timberlake." I mean,
oh, my God. Just the horror.
I mean, it makes the Louis C.K. thing seem so mild, doesn't it?
It really does.
I mean, not a big deal at all.
Yeah, that's nothing. These guys are mud, and the girls are volunteering.
I want a mud. I want a mud.
Me next.
What is the madness of wanting to be part of any type of vanity? It's nutso, man.
Hey, listen, buddy. Tonight at Side Splitter sold out. I think West Palm Beach, December 30 and 31. I think
the Palm Beach Improv.
Is it still availability there? Is that sold out too?
Yes.
And Jan 1 too,
I'm
right?
sure there's tickets for it. There's like 900 shows.
By the way, you can always go to Jim Brewer's Patreon. It's Patreon Jim Brewer Comedy Special, and you can watch. I think, Jim, you do a lot of this stuff live on Patreon.
Yes. So, like, for instance, tonight I will be live, unedited, as is, in Tampa Side Splitters, which, you know.
How about backstage with the Blow and the Hookers?
You'll be backstage with Jim's lemon and honey and my Indian flute music. If you knew my routine, dude, I listen to native flute music.
Oh, this is to the FSU game.
Yeah.
He's doing those ring sticks.
He's burning sage. He used to burn doobies. Now he's burning sage.
That is where Jim Brewer's life is at right now. Flip-flops and native flute music walking on a beach.
I don't know who's more pathetic, me or you, buddy.
I love it. I love the journey. I love every second. I own it.
Isn't it cool, though, to kind of do your own thing and have your own content, be able to do what you want and not have to, suck corporate's D? I mean, it's kind of cool.
Yes. It's nothing, people... when I was filming this special,
and you got a name, and you got a name like yourself. I mean, you're going to do. You're going to be able to be self-sufficient with the content that you produce through various distribution methods. You're going to be okay. You really are.
I'm going to be okay, and you know what? I'm always going to be okay, no matter what. Life is. I've always met. When you come from nothing and not a lot of money, and you work your way up the chain. I've been in every stage of life. I've been from low income as a child to just under blue collar to middle class, upper middle class, and which is probably
private jet with Ozzy.
Correct. So I get little jewels here and there, but I tell you what, it's you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay.
You're not going to be okay when Bubba the Love Sponge is the one telling you you're going to be okay.
I would have never thought that if we were talking like 20 years ago down here in Tampa. Wow.
Hey, listen, buddy. Good luck. Kill it tonight. And more importantly, let's stay in touch. I'd like to bring you in. We'd just be able to spend a little bit more time because obviously we like each other because we're both cool as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you be safe. Safe journeys. Hello to all your followings. And again, it's great to hear your voice. And Anna, I'm sorry, sweetie.
Oh, no problem.
You were on it, And I literally, I thought I checked my email. Went, oh my god,
You're
was that
good. Thanks for
today?
making time for us today,
And
though.
she's a good chick. She hasn't had, she's just a good person. She's good. She's got a kind soul.
Dude, I could tell just by her text and all that. I was like, oh my god, I just blew it with someone
Just from
who's
the text.
really.
Hey, it's okay. She's used to rejection, Jim. So don't worry about it.
Thanks, Bubs.
Hey, Anna, you've been rejected by like a regular guy at
Yeah,
the
let's
gym.
talk about it, yeah.
No, hold on. You're on both ends of the spectrum of rejection. You've been rejected by like some regular scumbag guys at the gym, and then you've been rejected by Jim Breuer.
I got range,
Yeah,
I got range.
I mean, Jim Brewer's on the higher end of rejection.
That's very true.
I mean, that's a lot going for you right there.
I'm winning.
You can tell your bitches, I got rejected by Jim Brewer. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
As Goat Boy. You told me as Goat Boy to piss off. You did. Jim,
funny, man.
we'll be in touch.
Yeah, have
I
a
can't
good
wait
one.
to have you in, okay, buddy?
Thanks,
Thanks, Jim.
Jim. Appreciate
Sounds good,
it.
brother. Be good.
Bye, Jim.
All
Thanks,
right,
buddy.
bye.